Hello, Sophia here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, so that means Friday sketch cards. Okay, so this sketch we're doing here is Operation Right Home, and it's sketch number 217, and the link will be in the description below the video. And basically, these ones look darling when they're done, but they're all just rectangles, so super easy for you to make. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, 5.5 by 4.25. It's going to be my mat, and that will go on the base of my card base. Okay, so and on top of this, we're going to put the next layer, which is 5 by 3.75. Okay, let me just grab that. And that's going to be a white mat for me. It's actually it's supposed to be my colored. This is going to be my colored paper. Like I'll just show you here. This is the one that's going to go on top of that. But I didn't like it on the red. I thought that it needed to pop a little bit more. So I made another mat and put underneath it. Okay, so let's glue these down, get this started. Let me know in the comments if you like these super easy sketches, or are you ready to move on to something a little bit more complicated, or you just love making these cards like I do. All right, the easier the better. Oh, that just stuck really fast. Okay. All right. Now we'll put the next one down, which is my pattern paper. But before we put this one down, I want to emboss it, and I'm going to use my Swiss dots to emboss it just so it has a little bit of texture on the card. Okay, so I'm getting my base, my magic mat, put my paper inside. I'm just gonna, I hope it's going to be a little bit like snow because I do have some snowflake paper that's going to go on here as well. Okay, I'm just going to run this through, put my little shims on here, my rollers on my Cuttlebug. It's getting pretty old, and the rollers need shims. They loosen up over time. So, all right, so let's get this out of the way. And here it is with its dimensional dots on it. That looks kind of cool, doesn't it? All right, so now we're going to put this one down. Keep my thing here. If you can always slow the video down. There's if you look on the top right of the video, there's like a little I don't want to say screw, but a little gear. If you click on that gear, you get a drop down box, and you can click on playlist playback, I think, speed. It's a speed for it. So if you want to follow along, you can always just mute me, seriously, and then slow the video down, and then you can follow along, piece by piece. Okay, so my next one here is I have this green piece that's going to go here with the white piece, and then my snowflake piece. So let's just glue this down to the green. We're just gluing them down in order. Again, I used an extra mat. So the white mat here, this one here is, in here it's 4.25 by 2.5 inches. And then I made 2 mats actually on this, just a little bit bigger. And the reason for that is because I had this piece on the white piece first, and it was weird, kind of weird looking. So I broke it up even more between the patterns with another little green piece on here. Okay, just if that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm going to do the center piece here, which is 4.25 by 2.5. If you hear some banging in the background, that's just my husband. He's outside working on the house. He's on the front of the house and I'm on the back, but sometimes it gets a little loud. And I apologize for that. Okay, so now this piece is going to go on here, and note it goes right over to the first mat that I have on my paper. So I'm going to cover the first mat and leave the outside mat still showing. Okay, we're going to Stick that down. I like the white snowflake showing. And that shows it's in the middle here between. All right. Hard to tell if it's straight on my angle here. Hope that looks straight. All right. I love those little dots in the back. Isn't that cute? So cute. Okay. Now, this part here is a little flag banner. And I've stamped my Merry Christmas and Happy New Year on here. And then I cut this and I'm like, oh no, I was supposed to do that on the video, but I didn't cut this part, which is not a part I enjoy doing actually. I just find when I do the bottom part, it just doesn't normally work out, but we'll see. The more you keep doing it, the easier it becomes. So, all right. Put that on there like that. Okay, now grab my scissors and now I'm going to actually cut this part. Now you can cut in the middle here if you like, or you can just start cutting and just kind of make it as even as you can when you're cutting. Even part in here, which I don't normally do. I usually end up making it skinnier as it goes up towards the center. So, but that's just me. Okay, let's see how that looks. Come on, boys. That last little piece, right? All right, come off. Enough. Okay, there. So it didn't turn out too bad. All right, now that's going to go down here. And again, I'm going to cover the white, but leave the green available. Now, you can always pop this up on foam adhesives if you like, and I'll show you that on one of my cards right away. I'll show you a couple more that I made. Okay. These are so cute. I mean, the papers that you use on these cards can just, like any other, the cards we did last week, it showcases the pattern paper, right? So let's put this on the card base. Now it shows the 3 dots on here, but my paper's pretty busy, so I'm not going to put any dots on there. And yay, my card bases did come. They're actually, they look different than my last ones because they're not very, like true white. They're like an off-white color where you can probably see that. So I wasn't too happy with that. And then I went in to see what the name of it, and they don't sell them anymore. So I must have bought their last package. All right. So there is the card. Isn't that cute? Okay, let's look at the other cards that I've done. Oh, I'll leave this out. Okay, so this one here, I use snowflake paper, and it's funny because all 3 cards I use snowflake paper, and I didn't even realize that. Okay, so on this one, I did my mat in the back, and then I did the extra mat here, and it's like a plaid, and then another mat under here. It's like another plaid. And then I use this paper and I put a mat underneath. I didn't, like I have here, I didn't put the extra mat on here. I didn't think it needed it. And I made my May Your Days Be Merry and Bright, added a little bit of bling to them. And I don't know if you can see this, but I also added bling to all of the little snowflakes on the ornaments, just for a little sparkle and shine. And actually, I'm going to show you what I used on those, because those are really super tiny. And these are from Amazon, and what they are nail gems. You know, people that do their own nails, decorate themselves. Yeah, my daughter had these and she wasn't using them, and she's always doing her nails, so I took them. She knows. But yeah, check these out. I'm pretty sure they're on Amazon. Just little tiny gems, and they really work out quite well for these little places. Okay, next card. Okay, another snowflake card. This one, I kind of went crazy with the shininess of it. But I just love shiny paper at Christmas, like the gold, the silvers, even the, the frosty blue colors and whatnot. So now these ones, I did pop them up. I popped it up on some foam dots. And what else did I do? I put a little bit of bling here, same as I did some bling on this one too, on the top, on the side, just to give it a little bit more. This one could probably use a little bit more even. And I had a punch, old punch here. It's McGill Craftivity. It's probably 20 years old, so, but there's still lots of snowflake punches out there. So I punched out in gold and I put it on the top. So I think I might add the bling on this one too, like I did here. Just a few of them, just to really punch it up, seeing how I have all the gold on here. I love shiny. Okay, so let's have a look at these cards, and I'll get out of your way if you want to take a picture of them. And I'll leave this here as well. And then you can just zoom in and get the measurements on here. Okay, so I know this video is quite short. I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. And I hope you have a great day, a fabulous weekend. We'll talk soon. Bye for now.